good morning again. I spent 10 years in this wonderful Cluny Garden. I got to know the garden really well, and I wanted people to have experiences in this garden. One of the things that struck me was to have something that people can explore and discover in the garden. And I had an image in my head of a big statue with a burly warrior leaning on the shore or something, or on a sword or something, and or something big and masculine and strong. And that was my thought. And then I was called to go down to London for the Body, Mind and Spirit conference in the Agricultural Hall in Chelsea. And as I walked into the hall, what did I see? I saw this statue. It was sitting there, and I knew that that was a statue that we wanted in the Cluny Garden. It was called Contemplation. And I went up to this lady artist, Rigmore, and I said, beautiful statue, you know, and I was coming from the foundation, and the lady said, oh yeah, I know the foundation quite well, and I was commissioned to do a painting for them of Eileen Caddy. I said, oh really, yeah. I said, but it was refused. Oh, you know, kind of feeling bad that something like that was refused, and they said, who refused that? And she couldn't tell me. Anyway, next day I came back to her again. I said, that's a really beautiful statue. How much does it cost? And she said, £2,500. And it was way beyond the garden budget. So I went away again, and after a while I came back and I said, would you like to lend it to us? And she said, this lady who had the painting refused, she said, I would love to. So now was the question, how do we get this statue up here? It weighs about 100 kilos. And I asked all kinds of people who were coming up, and nobody could take it. And I also noticed that at the same time I was somehow, don't ask me why, I was online looking for an ambulance. And lo and behold, I found an ambulance down in Devon somewhere in South England. And I went down there with my money, and I bought the ambulance, and got into the ambulance and started driving, and it struck me that, wow, I'm only a couple of hours away from where she lives. So on a early Sunday morning, I pull up outside her house with this big ambulance, and I said, I'm here, I can take the statue. So that was okay, and I put the statue in the passenger seat, strapped it in, looking like a Volvo dummy, and drove up to Cluny. It's been here ever since, still on loan. And it's not the masculine one I wanted. It's a soft, inward-looking, contemplative statue. And it has a spirit. Thank you.